Welcome. This video is going to show you how to add publications or scholarly contributions to your Faculty 180 profile directly from any reference or citation management software you might use, such as EndNote, Mendeley, etc. So let's start by assuming that we're using EndNote. So I'm just going to come over here to an EndNote library. In this library, I already have the publications that I want to import. All I'm going to need to do is to select either individually, or I'm going to hit Control-A to select all of the references in the library. And then if I go to File, I will see an export option. Now, Faculty 180 accepts two generic types of file. One is the RIS export, and the other is the BibTeX export. I've had slightly better luck with the BibTeX export, getting all of the fields in the right order. So I'm going to use that. I can name it whatever I want, and I'm just going to save it, in this case, to my Downloads folder. Then, if I go over to my web browser and log into my Faculty 180 profile, I'll see an option on the front page to import records. When I do that, I'm going to select the generic import, which, as I mentioned, supports both RIS and BibTeX, although BibTeX seems to work better for me. So I choose that. In this case, I have a file, so I'm going to browse for that, and it was called my endnotelibrary.txt. And so I'm just going to choose that from my file list, and you'll notice that it takes all of the information that was in that file, so there should be 25 records here. I can select them all at once, or I can go through and select individual ones, and then I'm going to import those into my library. When I do this, it will do a quick check to see if I'm importing duplicates. And in this case, it marks the following as duplicate activities. And so for each of them, I can say that, no, I don't want to duplicate things that are already in there. So I'm going to discard the imported one and keep the one that I had before. It did find 19 new activities, though, so I can then go and save this. And if I say save and go back, it will take me back to the front page of my imports here. Now I will need to go through and assign additional information for each of those. Basically, you would just choose it and tell it whether it's internal or instructional, professional, or research oriented. Was it internal or external? What kind of review process did it have? And were students involved as authors? And so once you do that, it will disappear from your action list. So that's how you can do it from EndNote. In Mendeley, you can go to your references in Mendeley, and once you've selected them here, you'll have an export option at the bottom, and again, you'll have BibTeX as an option there. And so again, you can just save this file and do exactly the same thing in Faculty 180. From your dashboard, you go to Import, you choose the generic one, and let it know that it's looking for a BibTeX file, and it will try to import those. Again, it should look for duplicates, but it doesn't always find those. So it imported all 5 of those records. I may want to go then to my my activities and go down to professional and scholarly activities, publications and scholarly contributions. And if I sort these by title, I will see if I have any duplicates. They'll come up here. You can check by title, by journal, and then it'll tell you where it's come in from, and then I can delete any duplicates that I see there if you've accidentally duplicated an import by importing from multiple places or importing something that was already in there. All right.